Well, it's another great adventure for McButterfingers and friends. And of course, we have the old faithful Piper over there. She's really talking it up today. Well, I found out something, Found out about Christmas here. Look at this. It's the Christmas season. So what we're going to do is, since we made a major mistake, we lost the Christmas tree stand. So, there's a supply chain problem, according to the President of the United States. The rest of us people aren't smart enough to understand that. But according to him, that's what it is, and we're just going to have to kind of deal with it, and he's going to go off and, talk to somebody somewhere, and he can talk to somebody else and carry a chain and a lock and maybe beat them up, and who knows what he's going to do. Meanwhile, we better have to ad lib, because I went to get me a Christmas tree stand for a artificial tree, and there's none to be had. Never to come in this year, so there's a problem. So anyway, I did have Christmas tree stands for, for a live tree. Unfortunately, our tree is not live. So I'm going to endeavor to make me one. So I took the existing Christmas tree, the stand, the one for the live tree, and I'm going to try to rig up something that will work. Merry Christmas to me.
Hey, huh? Something going?
It's all right, you can talk. I'll put it on pause.
Have you looked in any of those?
All right, we're back again. So what happened? So there's no Christmas tree stands, and I couldn't find the ones. I'm sure they're probably in a box somewhere, and they'll come up somewhere or another after the fact. But Lowe's, Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, I ain't got a Home Depot, but anyway, every place said no, those Christmas tree stands are not there. So they did have these though. These are for the live tree. So what I thought I would do is I'd use this base, and I'm going to cut this 4x4 off about a foot, bore a hole in the end of it, and then set the pipe in that's from that tree. So we're going to endeavor to do that. And I did buy me some tools, which I had some already, but some of the off screen there, hold on a sec, but you never have enough tools anyway. So these I can always put with Rico or Rogelio or somebody. So anyway, we got that taken care of for them. So I'm going to work on this a little bit to see how it goes. And then I got another project for this thing back here. It's a red bed stand that I found at storage. My unit just happens to be by the trash can. And people throw away all kinds of things there. I mean, some things that I find to be pretty good. So anyway, scavenge that. I'm going to try to put together a little display with it. So it's a little cool out here today. I might have to get me a jacket. So I'll be back in a minute as I get these things started. All right, going back at it now. Piper was having a little bit of issues. But, so what I'm going to do, so, turn the truck off. I was having to charge the battery on the camera for a little bit. And so what I've done is I've purchased a 4x4. I'm going to measure off 8 inches on either end of it. And I'm going to drill a hole in the bottom of each side of it first. And then I'm going to cut it off. And then I'm going to put that inside of these, like this, then I'll bolt it to it. Since the supply chain got broke and I can't find everything over there in my storage, which I really need to work on that. This coming year, I think one of my things I want to do is try to get rid of the stuff. There's a lot of stuff in there. I'll be back as soon as I have this done with a little demonstration of Butterfinger. And Piper's being a little inquisitive about what's going on over here with this drill. Yep, she's I think she's liking the taste of cedar post. Anyway, that's what I'm going to be doing. It's pretty boring to sit there and watch some old man drill a hole in the bottom of a piece of cedar. Well, anyway, I'm going to do that. I'm going to go to the other side, do the same thing, and then I'm going to cut it off. And we'll take a look and see what it looks like then. See if the dog approves. Piper's an inspector. All right, well, here's what we ended up doing. There it is. That's the stand. Just because of whatever's going on in China and the rest of the world, we have to come up with our own little deals. Now, it is fairly expensive to do that because that cedar over there costs $40 some odd, but I've got some other little ideas about that. Plus, this is only like $7. So, you know, it all works out, and I think this will work just nice. Before I put it in here, I took it inside, checked the bottom of the tree, and put it in place to make sure it was okay. It fit nicely. A little bit concerned about the hole not being totally vertical, but you know, I think it's good enough. So here you go, Christmas tree stand by Butterfingers and Piper. Well, thank you, and God bless each and everybody. The saga of the Christmas tree stand. The Christmas tree really looks good. I think it's a 9-foot Christmas tree. Well, anyway, I lost the base. So I went to Home Depot and they didn't have any. And I bought that one that goes, like I said earlier, for real trees. And then I worked on putting that block of wood on there, and then it was shifting around, so I ended up putting some wedges around the bottom of it and screwed it in there, and it worked all right. It's got a little bit of a leaner to it. The base is actually not big enough for this tree. It should be bigger, but it did work. The key to it all is to drill that hole as vertical as you can, because I had to do it a couple of times, honestly, because it got the hole wasn't straight. It was crooked, and that didn't work. But the end product is, even though I did find the other, or I didn't find it, the girls found it, we're going to use this one because we have another tree to put up, and I got sweat equity in this one. Yes, sir. Well, bye-bye to the Christmas tree, man.